going. Okay. So I probably should share my screen with you if I can actually.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just be talking and I'll be drawing a thing and you won't be able to see it.
It's so good. Let's see.
Yeah. We are got questions for you, and we're gonna
Okay.
be.
I'm scared.
Don't be. These are all just sort of like just like general questions about like VTuber stuff or whatever.
Okay, okay.
So I guess the first one is sort of not really a question, but sort of I guess introduce yourself to and like what your whole thing is, you know?
Okay, are you streaming yet?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No more slurs.
Oh, dang it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have told me. I'm kidding. Well, hello everyone. My name is Nui Noroi. I am a cursed plushie VTuber nurse. Um, and I stream on Twitch about 3 to 4 times a week. That's
Nice.
basically it.
All right, that's a good start. Following up on that, how did you sort of decide on this the cursed doll sort of look and design? Like, what was sort of your like what made you decide to go with the design you went with?
So, before this, I had quite a few different models. They were all just like public pay to use models. And I was just sort of testing out, seeing, which vibe kind of suited me the most, but none of them really, like, I would really like them at first, and then after, like, a few weeks of streaming with them, I'd be like, it doesn't really fit my vibe. So I was, like, thinking, what is something that, like, what do I like? What is something that kind of has a meaning to me? And then I kind of decided for myself that I really wanted to be something related to a nurse, since my mom is like in the medic field. She's kind of like a she does like blood research and prescribes like health supplements based on that and shit. So I was like, like a nurse would be very fun because my mom's always supported me in my VTubing a lot. So I was like, yeah, that's something I really want. And then originally I wanted to be um like an on-field cyber medic, so kind of like a military cyber-ish nurse thingy.
Okay.
Since my dad is an AI engineer, I was like, that would be cool, like doing something that's like both of my parents, like their jobs like kind of relate to it. But then I was scrolling through Twitter and I came across my current design as an adoptable, and I don't know what it was, but something like it instantly clicked with me. I was like, dude, this design has to be mine. And I loved it so much. I loved the colors and everything, even though I wasn't like, I told myself, okay, there's a few colors I don't want to use in my design at all, which is pink, green, and blue. And obviously, my current design is
Yeah.
pink, green, and blue. I don't know why, but I loved it so much. That's just kind of why I went with it. Like, it instantly felt good, and there hasn't been a moment yet in which I was like, oh, I wish I had a different design. It just, I don't know, it really clicked with me, and I'm happy I found it.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, mine is a lot. I wouldn't say hollow, but I was on a really big Disgaea kick when I decided to like start streaming again, and the design is basically just like like a lot of it is based on like how I normally draw myself,
Mm-hmm.
and then the lore and stuff is very based in like Disgaea stuff, and then like the coat is kind of is like I don't know how to put it, but like everything is kind of just like based in that sort of realm, I guess. And I've thought about like rebranding like once or twice, but like I don't know. I couldn't really like get rid of this model and give it to somebody because that would be kind of weird.
Since it's like so inspired by just you,
Yeah.
like
Um.
yeah,
So like just I'm still rocking with it, and I can't. I'm
yeah. I mean, honestly, it sometimes it like, in my opinion, a model doesn't have to have meaning as long as you're like happy with it and it like resonates with you.
yeah. Um. So I guess that brings me to my next question is like what do you like love like when you see a new VTuber or whatever, what do you like love in a design, and like what sort of would you want to see more of in like in terms of like new VTubers that are coming out more and more.
Mm. Well, obviously, with so many new VTubers being around, like, there's literally, in my opinion, or from what I've seen at least, there's like 20 new VTubers popping up every day. And whether they're like indie or corpo, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of them. And obviously with that comes that designs get less creative purely because there's already so many out there. Like um there's like there's hundreds of cat VTubers, there's like hundreds of like shark VTubers, but um people tend to think like, oh, if you're like a cat VTuber or a dog VTuber, it's not creative, like blah blah blah. But I think, in my opinion, what makes a VTuber very creative and what I personally really love is the color usage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I love like unique color usages. It's like my favorite thing ever, especially when it's like colors that don't necessarily have anything to do with the character they're playing. Like, for example, if you're like a shark and your colors are like bright orange and red, I love that so much. Like, just like be unique with it, you know?
Mm.
Like, like the character concept doesn't necessarily have to be something very new and unique. But the way you like the way you bring that certain animal or creature to life is like so important to me.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
because I noticed that like there's a lot of sort of I mean obviously there's so many things in the world you can base things off of. So
Mhm.
like you'll notice that like there are more like there's a lot of like aquatic themed like designs out there, and there's a lot of like reoccurring stuff, and I see people like sort of maybe not like I guess like say that they're copying such and such person, right? Or they're doing this, that, and the other
Mhm.
thing. But like yeah, like you said, like everything kind of like everyone has their own sort of like bit of flair they add to it for like to make it their own and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, okay. Next question. If you were given like a blank check to spend exclusively on things for streaming, like just say Jeff Bezos comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, I like the cut of your jib, kid," and then he just gives you like the Amazon credit card. Like
Oh my god.
what kind of like stuff would you get for your
Ooh.
like what would
Uh,
you get?
that is that's a good question. I mean, first of all, I would definitely look to get um a model, like my own custom model. And besides that, I think I would really invest in like um maybe getting like educated when it comes to like video editing and um like how to make your content like as good as possible,
Mm.
because like I think like knowledge, this is gonna be sound so fucking dry and dumb as hell, dude, but knowledge is the most valuable thing. So if I had the money to like learn as much as possible, I would definitely spend all on like that, and like a VTuber model or like a 3D model. Um, because you could have like the best streaming equipment and stuff, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to like what content you're putting out there. So yeah, I would look into like getting some form of education for that. 'Cause education is also expensive as hell. Like,
Yeah, for real.
yeah, I think I'd do that.
All right, and I guess sort of another question of like the setup of yourself is say you woke up and everything right up like right before or right after you decided to become a VTuber was all a dream. Would you do anything differently? Like, would you want to
Like,
like the day you decided I'm gonna start streaming, I'm gonna become a VTuber, whatever.
hmm
Like everything after that was all just a dream, and you woke up there again.
hmm
Would you like do? Would you do anything differently? Like, would you like mix up your design? Would you mix up like the persona, the lore, like what niche you wanted to do, like anything like that?
mm, I think I'd take more time to work things out because for me, when I started streaming less than a year ago, and I literally just kind of woke up one day and I sat in my PC and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a VTuber model right now and I'm gonna jump right into streaming without really knowing um like what kind of people could possibly approach me. Not that like anything weird happened, but more so like just think for myself how I'm gonna handle certain situations. Like I jumped into streaming, it went really well for like the first 3 weeks, and then I kind of like got overwhelmed with it
Mm.
because I wasn't like active in the VTuber community at all. Like I enjoyed Hololive a lot, and I would often watch their content, but I didn't use Twitter or TikTok or Instagram, so I didn't know what the VTuber community was like, and I feel like if if I like knew more about that beforehand, I could like be prepared more for like me possibly like burning out, not knowing what to stream anymore, not being happy with my model and stuff like that.
Mm.
'Cause I rebranded 3 times, but all three of those times were just like I had a really small community, and it helped me like learn things about what I like. So I didn't necessarily I wouldn't change that necessarily because I feel like it did like help me find out what kind of character I am or what I like. But I'd more like focus on how do you avoid certain situations in the VTuber community, like getting into fights with people or like yeah, losing interest and stuff like that.
Mm. Yeah, because I know I've had a sort of I've had a rocky journey myself in like terms of I think I I think I had like commissioned this model like maybe like a month after I had like a PNG set up and everything like that, and I decided to start
Mm,
doing this
yeah.
because I had a I had like a job where I was getting a little bit more money than I thought I was going to be getting, and I'm like I can fucking throw away some cash. It's all good.
Like overestimate it.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm happy for this. I'm happy I have this model and everything, but it's just, uh, yeah. I definitely also rushed in terms of like what, like thinking about what I should be doing for this sort of thing.
hmm Yeah, that's like one of my biggest issues. Is I tend to rush things a lot. Like if I want something done, I prefer it was done yesterday.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff. I get too excited, I think, mostly.
Mm.
If I get excited for something, I can't wait. And that's kind of what happened with VTubing. I just jumped right into it. without giving it much thought.
Right, right. Um, so like, what do you like the most about streaming, and like, what do you wish you could do more of?
Mm, I think my favorite thing is um just like sitting and interacting with people. I don't like I stream a lot of video games. Video games is basically all I stream because that's like my biggest hobby, playing like Overwatch and League of Legends and shit. Um and everyone that's ever been in my stream while I was gaming knows that I absolutely fucking suck at games. So I'm not doing it to like necessarily to game. Like there's lots of VTubers out there that are actually like really good at gaming and that's why they stream that a lot. But I just really like um interacting with people as I do it. Just like talking to people in my chat, having them laugh at me even though they're laughing at me. I really enjoy that. And I honestly wish, like, I'm really thankful for the people that are always in my stream. Like, super, super thankful to them. But I honestly wish that I'd have like a bigger audience so I could talk to more and more people every day.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Cause it's like you're talking to people, and I'm not saying that I don't want to have a bond with people in my chat, but it's like I talk to people on my own terms. Like they come in my chat and they have like they have me for like 2 or 3 hours. And after that, when I end stream, it's just like I can like rest. Like I don't like necessarily have to talk to them unless I want to. Because I get really overwhelmed when people text me a lot for some reason.
Mm.
So it's like it's really nice for me to be able to like bond with people, but not have like the obligation to talk to them 24/7.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, it's very fair.
Yeah.
Uh, this here's one. Who is your dream collab partner or partners, and what's your sort of dream collab stream? Like, what would you want to do with them?
Ooh. I think honestly, any VTuber you'd ask this question would answer like their Oshi,
Mm.
and so I oh dude, my Oshi is Hoshio Marin from Hololive JP,
Ah, right, right.
and like she's always been my Oshi like ever since I like found out about VTubing. So obviously that would be my dream collab, and it's always been my dream to like one day start doing like music content, like releasing original songs. So I think for my dream collab, it would be to like produce or like sing an original song with my Oshi.
Mm. Yeah. I think I have a slightly different answer because, well, my Oshi is Fuamoko.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't think I would do very well streaming with them because I feel like we have very different energies, me and them.
Mm, yeah.
So I think probably my answer to this would be Joel, Porcelain Maid.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we would get along pretty well.
I haven't even thought of that, like the like the synergy between the person I'd be collabing with. But honestly, I think even in like even like mine and Marin's vibe, it would be very similar.
Hmm.
So yeah, it would definitely be a dream collab.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, and to follow up on this, who would you say is like the Mount Rushmore of like VTubing? Like the four you'd put on like the that you would be that you'd make like a giant like statue for, you know?
Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I think especially nowadays in the VTubing community, there's like different categories of VTubers because I think for a lot of people that are VTubers now, their first like VTubing experience was with like Hololive, and I feel like Hololive itself brings like a very unique vibe. Like you don't see their vibe in many indies or like other bigger companies, if that
Right.
makes sense. Like they have like a very unique vibe. Um, but if we're talking like overall VTubing, like from like every single category, I think rest in peace, obviously Gargura. She would definitely be on there.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are on Mount Rushmore? I don't even know.
Four.
Four. Okay. Um, I think Iron Mouse. She's. I think Iron Mouse has been like a staple for the indie VTubing community. Like she's made a very big impact. Um, hmm. I think as for like the Japan side of VTubing, I think it would be uh let me think. I think Pekora, Usada Pekora.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a lot of people she's been like the first VTuber they've ever seen.
Yeah, no,
And then as
Hideo Kojima's a big fan.
mm, and then as for the last one, ooh, that's a tough one. I think probably Sayu VA
Mm.
since um he's like one of the larger male VTubers and also he's had such a big impact on a lot of like video games and like voice acting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he deserves some credit for that. Yeah, that would be my Mount Rushmore.
Hmm.
Gargura, Iron Mouse, Pekora, and Sayu.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
Um, and kind of bouncing off that, who's like like an existing content creator that you think would make a good VTuber?
Hmm. I don't. That's a problem. Outside of VTubing, I don't know a lot of content creators.
Mm.
Um, Let me think. I'm trying to think of like every VTuber or like every like non VTuber I know. There's not a lot. I think I'd have to say maybe maybe Pokimane
Oh yeah, yeah, I could definitely see that.
because I feel like she would be very open minded to like that kind of project. Like I could see her like being like, oh, I turned into a VTuber for this stream.
Mm.
And I feel like she has the voice for it. She has a pretty pleasant voice to listen to.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's pretty good. Um,
I would come up with something better, but I genuinely don't know a lot of content creators.
yeah, that's fair. Um, I think. Hmm, I was gonna say video game donkey, but I think he's actually funnier if you don't know what his face looks like.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
maybe
I have
like
no idea who that is.
yeah, he kind of does like I know he does reviews for video games, but also he kind of just does like just like funny kind of like playthroughs of stuff. His content definitely is
You
like
know
aligned with
what?
that.
You know what? I take back my answer. I'm changing it.
Yeah.
I think Markiplier would be such a good VTuber. Like, I don't know. I feel like Markiplier as a VTuber would be so funny.
Mm. Yeah, true. Like he does a lot of the similar stuff, but he also is like very the way he like his facial expressions are is very could translate to VTubing pretty well. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would be really funny.
Mm. This is sort of a more, I guess, maybe serious question, but with like VTubing and like streaming spaces or sort of in general feeling kind of like maybe saturated a little bit. We talked about that earlier with like so many like VTubers and stuff like being on the scene. Like, what do you think like new streamers can do to like kind of stand out from just sort of the bulk?
Um, First of all, I feel like no matter how funny you are and no matter how good the content is that you produce, people's first impressions of you will always be your model or
Mm.
like your PNG or your whatever, your design basically. Um and like I said earlier, your concept doesn't necessarily have to be like super super, like different or something that's never done before. Well, obviously if you're doing something that's never been done before, it will probably give you that little extra bit of attention, but it all comes down to like how you express yourself. And I think something that a lot of people forget is your character can look like super super great, but if it doesn't match your personality or your voice, people will notice that.
Mm.
I've noticed that with my first model. My first model was like kind of looked like a teenager with like a very youthful teenager that I don't know. And yeah, and every time I look back on a video of me, I was like, this doesn't fit me at all. And more people started to notice that. They were like, oh yeah, if you actually know you, your model doesn't make sense at all. Like that's not you at all.
Mm.
So I think my biggest advice is really take your time to do some self-reflecting and see what kind of person you are and how your streaming personality would look with your actual personality. Like kind of figure that out. Who do you want to be and what do you want your character to look like. And then after that, honestly, just like very basic, be yourself and put as much content out there of you being yourself, because eventually you're going to be posting so much and there's going to be so many videos of you out there. People will notice it. I think a lot of VTubers tend to forget that. Like, people won't see you unless you start putting yourself out there a lot more than you already are. And if you're thinking like, oh, but I'm already like posting myself regularly, just do it more, because and the algorithm works in a way where eventually people can't avoid you,
Mm.
unless they block you. Just like keep going, never stop. I guess that would be my advice. Find out who you are and keep going.
Nice. And then sort of the last question I have written down here is sort of beyond the kind of the more obvious issues. What do you think like the VTuber community kind of like needs improvement on?
Mm, mm, that's a good question. Um, I guess looking at things with like an open mind. Nowadays, everything is communicated through the internet, and the bad thing about that is that you can't always like figure out how people are wording things, like how they're meaning to word things.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like a Google document pop up literally every day since like for like the past 2 months. Um, and if you read through a lot of them, it's not necessarily that people have done something bad. It's mostly just mistakes and people choosing sides, picking sides. And I don't think we realize that, at the end of the day, you're putting yourself out there on the internet. Um, Everyone's just trying to do what they love, with a few exceptions, obviously, because there are bad people out there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we start looking at things with like a little bit more of an open mind and not with the intention to like be like, oh, we need to get rid of every single seemingly bad person out there, in the VTuber community. So every person that's like ever been a bitch towards someone should be like removed off of the internet completely. Like I feel like if you just like try to understand all sides of someone's story, try to look at things like less negatively, the VTuber community would be such a better place. Cause I don't know, I feel like with the whole like trying to like start witch hunts on people that have done something wrong. I personally don't get why anyone shouldn't deserve like a second chance unless obviously they've done something really badly.
Yeah, yeah.
Um so yeah, I don't know. I just yeah. I don't know how to like word that properly. Just like try and be kinder towards each other and try and understand different sides of the story in the VTuber community.
Yeah, to take a step back and like think about things before.
Yeah, think about things before you start posting them and like accusing people left and right.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
Because honestly, the only reason the VTuber community is kind of a bad place at the moment is because there's just there's just so much fighting happening, and people like picking sides and pointing fingers. Oh, this person did this person did that.
Mm,
I think we should like all just like think before we post things.
yeah, it's like we're all just PNGs and 3D models here. We can.
Literally, we're all just trying to live out our dreams, and you're not gonna get there if you're even as a small content creator, you're trying to bring others down. Like, imagine how big of an impact you would have if you're like a bigger VTuber and you start like blindly posting things without thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you're not only ruining things for other people, you're gonna ruin things for yourself eventually as well.
Mm. Well, that was all I had for questions. What?
Yeah, that was great. It felt like an interview.
Yeah.
I that felt so cool.
Thank you. I really wanted to make sure that the questions weren't just like, you know.
Mm. Yeah, no, those were great questions.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was honestly expecting you to be like, how old are you? What do you do in your free time?
Yeah, I was taking this really seriously because this is the I think no, this isn't our. I guess technically we've had one collab before with we
Mm.
played Repo that one time,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, no, this was great.
yeah, yeah, uh, and I hope I can uh, get others to want to come on and do something similar.
I think so. Like this is I feel like this is a very fun segment to do. You just get to like get to know people a little bit better. You get to chat. It's really fun.
Hmm. Yeah,
It reminds me of the thingy Raora does.
yeah, yeah. That's sort of the I wouldn't say the inspiration, but it's definitely like what I was thinking about when
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
doing
It's really
this.
fun.
So
I should ask you reverse questions now.
yeah,
Um, that's oh damn. I'm shooting myself in the foot right now. I got nothing. Hold on. I got this.
yeah, you got this.
Um, My best friend ChatGPT's got my back. That's a joke.
Yeah.
I'm just googling. um, let me ask you this. What um what made you want to become a VTuber?
um, that's a good question. I think I was kind of on the fence about streaming when I first started because I didn't really want to use like face cam or anything like that. This was back in like,
Mm-hmm.
oh god, I think like 2018 for I think. Yeah, I just I don't know. It didn't really like appeal to me there, and I remember when I made like a couple YouTube videos, uh, maybe like 2020 something around that time. Um, they also I used like basically just like a PNG tuber for them, but it was kind of more. It was more similar to like the I don't know how to describe it, like the those like like those like political YouTubers who have like cartoon avatars for like to speak for him basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was already kind of doing that, and then I saw like, oh, they're like, um, I remember I saw like Kazuna Ai like a couple of years before that, but then like I was starting to see more people like starting to do stuff like this, and I was like, hmm, that that seems like something that could be like I could do, and then have it be kind of similar to what I'm already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I kind of it was very much like a sort of way of actually like doing streaming in like the way I wanted to do it.
Yeah. So is 2018 when you became a VTuber, or was that like later?
No, that was later. Probably 2020. Um,
Mm. So you've been at it for quite a while then already.
sort yeah, it's I'll have like before I would have like bursts of like a month at a time where I would like be interested in like streaming or be interested in whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Um. Let's see. So, what is your like favorite type of content to stream? Do you have anything where you say like this is something I could stream like basically any day, or just something you enjoy doing a lot?
Um, I think the most amount of fun I've had streaming was when I played through Dragon Quest XI with my buddy Squiddy. Um, yeah, we I think that was like right before I sort of met. I got in contact with you and the others.
The others, them who should not be named.
Yeah, yeah, like because I think I sent in a clip from that as part of the like audition or whatever for that, and
Yeah, you might have. I don't remember a lot of the auditions. I honestly, this is like a little insider information. When I did the auditions, right, the first round of auditions for like Gen 1,
mm-hmm,
I was on my own. There was literally no one besides me like running things and like picking out people. So what was most important to me is that I didn't really prioritize the audition videos. I more so looked at the way people answered the questions on the forums, because you'd think like for the concept of what the group was, you'd think people that genuinely wanted to grow would join, like
mm-hmm,
those kind of people, like people that were genuinely interested in like making friends, trying to grow, trying to learn more things. But there were so many people that would like one of the questions on the forum, I believe, was what is something you hope to achieve when you join this group? And surprisingly, a lot of people would answer things like, um, I hope to, I hope to like, um, get a lot of views and make a lot of money off of this and shit like that.
Mm.
So when I did the auditions for the second generation, I was just kind of like I picked out people that I felt like could learn a lot from the knowledge we as a group already had and shit like that. I didn't really look at the videos that closely,
Mm.
so
Interesting.
that's how you ended up there. I hope you had a great time while it lasted.
Yeah, I definitely. I would say I definitely benefited from being able to get in contact with so many people, for sure.
hmm I'm glad.
Mm.
It's a shame things ended the way they did.
Now, what can you do?
Yeah. Um. What is a type of content that you haven't done yet, but that you would really love to do? It could literally be like anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a stream type of thing, but it could be like off stream and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I think like doing stuff like this is kind of high on that list, but also I remember I was talking a little bit about the possibility of doing like trivia shows or whatever like that and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I've always kind of I guess lamented sort of not having a very big audience to get like responses or get feedback from for
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I definitely have like the idea of like hosting like a show or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. We should definitely still look into trying to put something like that together.
Yeah.
It would be very fun.
Mm.
Um, what do you see your like if you think of yourself in the VTubing community in like a year or like a few years, what is something you hope to like achieve or what's like a little personal goal you have for in the future? Where do you see yourself as a VTuber?
Mm. That is an excellent question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because I honestly I have not like I have like no expectations for how things like should be going
Mm-hmm.
because I never can like tell what is going to sort of do well, what's going to sort of like be the thing that people will like latch onto. But I guess if I had to like choose what I would want, I certainly would like to be able to um, what's the right way to say this? I would like to be able to have the opportunity to like actually invest more time into doing this than I am able to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because like right now, for instance, I sort of peek behind the curtain here. I got back. I just got back from work, and like that's why I had to start the stream at this time because that's the only time I was able to like get off for doing like making like doing streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I guess I like I mean obviously like being able to like make money from like doing this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like the goal for everybody. But I think more so that I could just like I could dedicate time to doing this, and I wouldn't feel bad like I should be doing something else when I'm doing it.
yeah, yeah. So just like have the freedom to do this, basically.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
Yeah.
Because like um when I put aside like a whole like day for like Sunday or whatever to like stream, I always feel a little bit bad because I'm like, oh, I should be doing this thing or this other thing before I have to like go to work this time. And like obviously,
Yeah,
you know,
I feel you.
it's
Yeah, no, I definitely get that. I know exactly what you mean.
I think I in terms of like content goals, I think I definitely would want to be in a spot where I could uh, like have a like a library of content that's like not just like vods. I feel so envious of Andromeda and how like together she has it in
Yeah,
terms
yeah,
of like putting stuff out.
yeah, yeah. Me too, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, like just like to be able to like do something like that where I can like have stuff that people can actually look at after the fact is definitely a big goal of mine.
Hmm. So they had just like have your content more out there. So, because for example, I sometimes get I'll play like horror games on stream, and the people in my chat always really enjoy that because they like see me suffer. But then like I never upload the VOD to it anywhere else. And then I'll sometimes have people ask like, "Oh, I wish you still had that VOD up so, we could watch it." So I definitely get what you mean by like having it, like having it more out there because have I know I could technically just post it on YouTube, but I don't have the time and the energy for that. I guess that's like the only thing really stopping me.
Yeah, I'm also bad about clips too. Like I have no idea what about my stuff is funny to people.
Mm. Yeah, it's always a hard thing. Especially if you're like streaming for a few hours at a time, you tend to forget anything funny that did happen.
Yeah,
It's like it's so hard to like sit there and watch your own VOD and wait until something funny happens.
yeah. The only like like legitimate clip I have is like the one running gag we had in my Dragon Quest playthrough,
Hmm.
and that's only just because I like we did it like the entire like second half of the playthrough. It was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I only like I have sorry, I'm pouring my drink right now.
That's fine.
um I have a few clips. I usually whenever I do have a clip where I'm like, oh, okay, this is really funny, I'll like upload it on TikTok, and if I'm feeling bold, maybe YouTube Shorts. But I've only ever had one clip that was like that other people also actually found funny, and it got quite a lot of views. But I've ever since then I've been trying to like post or like put content out there that's like kind of similar and like funny, but it doesn't seem to like hit the same, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like it's hard. It's really hard because eventually you start kind of like doubting yourself, being like, okay, what should I post? You
mm.
know,
Yeah,
content
definitely.
creation is hard. Let me find another question. Uh, who inspires you the most in like the VTuber art or content creation scene?
Hmm. Inspires you the most. I think in terms of like just to like keep doing things, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's probably all of you guys, honestly.
That's so sweet.
Because like I see that like things kind of let's say turn sideways for a bit there, and like all of you guys are still just like going on business as usual. I mean, not obviously not exactly like that, but it's yeah. You guys don't really. You seem to always be doing something, and I'm like, damn it, I gotta get back on the horse, you know?
Mm. Yeah, honestly, I feel the same. When you look at like the whole group we had slash have, there's so many different types of people in there. Like you have, for example, an Andromeda who is so like she knows so much about content creation,
Yeah.
and I honestly feel like everyone could learn something from her. And then there's Mochi who like outside of her day job is super active on Twitch. She streams basically every day.
Mm.
It's really inspiring to see like these people are my friends and they're doing so great. It like kind of pushes you to not want to give up and like kind of in a way I guess make each other proud.
Mm.
Like
Definitely.
yeah, that's really cute.
I think in terms of like the kind of content and like the uh, sort of what like just like continue like what to make probably like Raura.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah,
I love Elga.
she's so
She's
great.
so silly. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Elga actually inspired me to go on vacation to Italy again this year.
Oh yeah.
I was watching so many Elga clips and just like hearing her talk about Italy. I used to go there a lot as a child.
Okay.
So, like, and for like, ever since like 2019, I haven't been on a vacation outside of um, outside of my own country, basically. And so this year, my mom was like, "Okay, where are we going?" Because my dad can't come with us because he has to like babysit the dogs.
Mm.
And my mom was like, "Where are we going?" And I've been watching Gaga clips for so long. At that point, I was just like, "We have to go to Italy. Like, we have to go." And we decided to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've been to Italy once, and that was with like a big school trip that my
Mm,
school kind of sponsored.
that's cool.
Yeah. It
Cause
was, hmm?
if I remember correctly, you're from America, right?
Yes.
That's really cool then that they like get you all the way to Europe.
Yeah. Our like French and Spanish teachers are really big on. They're both from like France and Spain respectively, and they're like
Mm,
they were big on getting us out of the I guess out of like our sort of bubble that we were in.
mm-hmm.
Because I got like, I wouldn't say that like my town was like middle of nowhere. It's like if we were like one town over, we would be middle of nowhere.
Mm. Yeah, so like relatively small-ish town.
Yeah, so they definitely were keen on making sure these almost country kids were like uh, were educated on the world.
That's so cool though.
Yeah.
I wish my school ever did that. Well, with my high school, we went abroad. We went to Czech Republic, which is like it was like a 13-hour bus ride and they told us that we're going to do like cultural sightseeing cuz it was like for a cultural like subject.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got there, all we ended up doing was sports. Like for like a week nonstop, we'd just be like rock climbing and like mountain biking, just things that you're like, okay, we could have easily done that like in our home country.
Yeah.
And I was really bummed out about it because I was so excited to do like sightseeing in Prague and like other bigger cities there. and we ended up not going there at all. It was so sad.
Mm,
So yeah, your school like taking you to Italy. That's awesome, dude.
yeah, no, we were
How
we
did you
were.
like Italy?
It was great. It was sort of Spain, France, and Italy, and kind of like the sort of southern parts of Spain and France. And we arrived during a record heat wave, which was
Hmm.
not a great first impression for Spain. But
Wait,
once
when
we
was this?
20 oh my god 2015. Holy shit.
Oh, that was long ago.
Yeah.
Man.
Um, yeah, it was like super hot, and but yeah, by the time we got into France, it was like a lot better.
Hmm.
Yeah, we. I think probably my favorite part of the whole trip was going to Capri.
Ooh.
It was yeah, I love that spot.
Where did you do you remember like where in those countries you went? Like
Um,
the cities?
so in Spain it was Madrid, Barcelona, and kind of um, passing through that area that's like towards the south of France. I don't
Hmm.
know if like I think we went along the sort of southern coast of France.
Yeah, yeah. South France is beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. Um, and then Italy was kind of we kind of just went down the whole like Rome. We didn't go to Venice, which a little bummed about, but whatever. I can live with it.
Hmm.
And yeah, we got to see Pompeii. We got to see Capri and some other stuff like that.
Honestly, I've been to Italy a lot. I've been to a lot of places in Italy. Don't be too bummed out over the fact that you didn't go to Venice. It's honestly there is greater places in Italy.
Mm,
Obviously, it's like it's a beautiful city, but um because of the amount of tourists that go there with the whole idea of Venice, the romantic city in Italy,
mm.
it's not that great. It's
Yeah,
it's okay.
I know the
Rome is like way better.
I've heard the same thing with Paris, and I'm
Paris is awful.
yeah
It's awful.
like I hear
I've
like
been to
I
yeah.
I hear that some Japanese people like go to visit there and they like get like physical headaches from how like disappointing it is there.
Yeah. No, it is. I've been to a lot of places in Europe, um, and it doesn't get much shittier than Paris. It's there's this whole stigma or like this whole idea about Paris that it's the city of love and the Eiffel Tower and baguettes and shit like that. Paris is literally New York City but with arrogant French people.
Mm,
That's all it is.
yeah,
Um, it yeah, no, I wouldn't recommend anyone going there. Um, if they're gonna like spend a lot of money.
yeah. New York City isn't even that great either. I,
No,
I
I
definitely
I, I
know.
genuinely don't like. I would love to like visit like some places in America, but New York just doesn't appeal to me at all.
No, you're not missing a whole lot.
I feel like I would constantly feel like unsafe in New York.
That yeah, you'd be very rational in thinking about that.
Yeah. I feel like all of the like bigger cities in the world, they all seem great, but they're not that great.
Yeah, for real.
You hear that a lot about Tokyo as well, like not that Tokyo's like a shit city, like not at all, but more that people that end up like staying in Tokyo for like a longer period of time that they tend to get way lonelier than in like the smaller cities in Japan. I feel like just because like bigger cities get romanticized so a lot, people tend to forget that they're still cities. Um,
Yeah.
and with a lot of tourism comes a lot of angry locals, and yeah, things just like clash.
Yeah, I get that because I'm in where I'm at is like prime like fall tourist spot,
Mm.
and we get a lot of like city people coming up here and just like making everything super packed all the time, and it's the worst. I hate it.
Yeah, it's annoying.
That's why every time I go somewhere on vacation, I do my damnedest to not look like a tourist. Like I won't like
Me
look at my
too.
phone the whole time. I have to
Yeah, me too.
make sure they don't figure me out.
Dude, um, I was in South Korea for a little while, and I met a well, I knew this friend from before I went there, but this friend was also there at the same moment as I,
Hmm.
and we ended up actually meeting there. Like we knew each other online, but we ended up like only meeting there, even though we were literally from like the same town.
Right.
Um, and she was always like very obvious tourist, like
Mm.
very loud, always taking pictures of everything, dressing kind of inappropriately for the fact that we were in a country where it's not like typically accepted that you show a lot of skin.
Mm.
and and I was like so dead set on people like not thinking of me as a tourist, but I was literally walking there as a white woman in the city where you don't see a lot of foreign people.
Yeah.
um but I don't know, I just felt so bad. I was like, I feel like I'm invading these like people's fucking city. I'm being an annoying tourist, but
Yeah.
it's whatever. No,
I was
I love traveling. It's so
yeah.
fun.
I was visiting a buddy of mine who lives in Boston, and like he lives there, and like the I was like still like worried that like when he was like looking at his phone trying to find like the place we were going to, I'm like, put your phone away. We're gonna they're gonna know we're tourists.
And it's not even a bad thing to be a tourist. It's just, it's like, you don't want people to find you annoying?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like that everywhere I go. I'm like, I want to seem like a local, but I'm so very obviously not. I'm gonna have the same problem when I'm in Japan next year. I'm gonna like pretend I'm like so normal and I absolutely know what the fuck is going on, but I'm probably gonna look so lost.
Mm. Yeah.
Also, unrelated to what we were talking about, but this art looks so good already.
Well, thank you.
Cute.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get it to somewhere.
You got this.
Thank you. I'm I wouldn't say I'm like rusty, but I'm not in practice in terms of just like drawing stuff again.
You're fine. I mean, this is this is genuinely so good. Like, I could never. I've the craziest thing, I've been drawing my whole life, but I just genuinely can't draw. So seeing people like make art of my design, it makes me so happy. I'm like, damn, hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I feel the same way. My buddy Squid Vedic that I mentioned earlier. He's like fucking. He's sort of the goal. The my sort of Mount Everest that I'm always trying to like meet because he's
Hmm.
so like good at art, dude. It is redonkulous. Like there's like stuff that he made back when we were in like high school that I'm still like man, fuck you. How are you that good? Like back then.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah.
No, I love watching people do art for that reason. Cause like I don't know what it is with me in art, but I have such a hard time like visualizing things in my head. Like um I could like think of my character right, and I could think of the exact pose I want my character to be drawn in. But when I try and translate that to like drawing it on a canvas, I can't. I don't know why.
Mm. I'm kind of the same way, except I just sort of force myself and like rely on muscle memory most of the time.
Yeah, no, genuinely, I can't do it. And that's crazy. I went to art school for like 5 years. It was drilled into me that I have to draw like multiple hours a day. I just have such a hard time doing it. I don't know why.
Mm.
I guess some people just can do it and other people can't. It's just like that.
Mm. Yeah, I think I was in a rut for a while, where I was kind of feeling the same way about that, and I think who was it? Are you familiar with she's Kinky Mation? She's a VTuber as well. She does like um, videos about like character design on YouTube sometimes.
Oh yeah, I know actually. I think she did like a Vroid texture tutorial that I watched literally yesterday.
Mm. Yeah, like her series on like reviewing like character designs from I think Marvel Rivals was kind of like I don't know what it was, like something like a switch flipped in my head, and I'm like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'm so like thankful to that to those videos where I kind of like I guess a thing that should have been obvious to me like became obvious to me.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's like a big part of art is like realizing how certain things like work.
Mm.
And I haven't been able to figure out a lot of those things.
Mm.
I also think like I just struggle with digital art a lot for some reason.
Mm.
It just like I've always wanted to do digital art because my sister was like a pretty big digital artist like when I was younger, and I was always like, oh, I want to do that too. But because I would always watch her do digital art but not like have the facilities to do it myself, I'd always draw on paper. So I think like me being so used to drawing on paper kind of made it harder for me to like get into digital art.
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if I do practice more and I start like, I feel a big part of art is accepting how your drawings are, kind
Yeah,
of.
I'd
I
agree with
haven't been
that.
able to do that because I'm autistic, and I everything I try for the first time has to be perfect.
Every time, yeah.
It has to be perfect on the first time, like on the first try.
I mean, yeah, that's why I've had um, like 1 to 2 week like streaming stints since like 2018 is because like, oh man, I didn't get whatever views on the first one. Fuck
Yeah,
this.
I know exactly what that's like. It's so annoying.
Yeah, and this is not a visual advice. What I'm about to say here, this is not like anything, but I will say, I noticed a distinct improvement when I got a drawing tablet with a screen on it.
Mhm.
Um, I got like the job I was working at the time, and also like from like birthday and Christmas money, I had enough to get a Cintiq, and
Ooh.
I still have it. I love this thing so much, and it is so nice to be able to like just have something that I can look at, and it's actually like showing what the like what I'm actually drawing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I have an iPad that I can use for drawing. I also have just like, like a pen tablet. And I have noticed cuz I've been drawing on both like a little bit more recently to just like try and figure out what works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have to say drawing with a screen is actually so much easier.
So much easier. Yeah.
It's I don't know why because I was very used to like when I started art they didn't have things with the screen, right? Like even an iPad was something that people didn't think of using for art. Like it was ages ago. And
Yeah.
then so I was so used to just like having a normal pen tablet and like like a laptop in front of me. And like the second I started drawing on an iPad with an actual screen in front of me, I was like, "Huh. So it's not that hard."
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute, this is actually like what I want it to look like.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm putting a line where I want to put a line and not like 5 centimeters off? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I need to draw again. You're inspiring me to draw tonight.
I'm glad I can do that.
My problem with art is I will like I'll come up with like a thing to draw, like a character or like a style or something, and then I start the sketching phase and I never make it past that.
Mm.
Or like I'll have like a vague sketch and then I start doing line art and I'm just like, no, this looks like shit. I'm never touching this again.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it. I know Andromeda did and she commented on it, but I made a tweet like a couple weeks ago about like kind of venting about um, that I always feel like my stuff doesn't look finished. Like I'll like see other
Mm.
people's like art and I'll see kind of what um, like they're making, and I always it always is like frustrating to me because I feel like it doesn't feel like it's done. It's always there's always something missing from stuff, even if I feel like I've put a lot of like work into like every aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just been like kind of like re-going over like every step in the process and just trying to like see what I can improve and see what I can add and see what I can do differently.
Yeah. I think for me, the most important thing I have to focus on is like trying to find an art style. Because I've been like experimenting, like, do I want art with very prominent line art? Do I want to use no line art at all? Do I want to stick to a certain like color usage palette? And but I'm so indecisive. I like everything.
Mm.
That's my problem. Like I'll try and mix too many art styles with each other that it just looks messy and then I can't decide like what I want anymore and I get angry and I give up.
Yeah,
Art
yeah,
is hard, man. It's
yeah.
frustrating.
There's a reason why artists charge so much money to
Yeah,
do
no,
stuff.
and like rightfully so.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Like
I think
people
I think
that think artists overcharge, they should try and pick up a pencil, see how frustrating it is.
yeah. Open up live 2D and fucking come back to me on that.
Literally.
I think
Dude,
my brain literally starts like steaming up whenever I open that program. It's
mm, I think a lot of people don't realize how like they'll look at an artist and they'll see that they're drawing things very easily. Like they'll make a sketch and it looks very easy. But I don't think people realize how much time, energy, and tears went into like coming to that point where things go so easily for an artist.
yeah, like the being able to like get lines and like being able to know how to do everything is like it's so much as like a part of the process. And
Yeah. I have so much respect for artists, dude.
yeah.
I could never, dude. Genuinely, when I was a kid, like especially for like girls in like elementary school, it'd be such like a common thing for girls to like their main hobby be like drawing, and I remember back then I used to draw things so easily and so like happily, and if I was bored at home, my mom would be like, oh, just like grab some paper and some pens and just draw or something if you're bored. And then I could literally do that for hours, right? And then now that I'm an adult and I'm like, I actually want to make art that's like good, I sit there and my mom's like, oh, why don't you go draw to like spend some time or like, to relax a little bit. I'm like, relax? Dude, I cannot relax when I'm doing art anymore. It's so frustrating. There's been so many times where I've just bawled my eyes out because I got so frustrated that I couldn't get a shape or like a shade right.
Yeah. It's like, just relax in this economy? I can't do that.
Literally. How can I relax when my hands aren't working in the way that my brain wants them to?
Yeah. I'm I don't know if lucky is the right word for it, but I'm thankful. There we go. That I have like such ready access to like stuff that I made when I was like younger, because I can look at it and I can see, oh wow, that's what I thought was like good back then.
Mm.
Which admittedly is a very negative way of looking at things, but it keeps me like from just like saying, oh, I'm not getting any better, because I clearly am.
Yeah. That's good to like, look at your process.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I guess for me, like a struggle I also has, um, my sister was like insanely good at art. Like any form of art she did, she would like she would like do a lot of digital art, but she would also do traditional art or like painting or like all kinds of art stuff. And I used to be so envious and like it was my biggest dream to like go to art school and like become like a game designer for example.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what I made, I always compared it to my sister and I was like, damn, like I'm still not any better than her even though I'm literally enrolled in an art school and the only thing she ever went to school for was like vet stuff, like animals related stuff. And I used to like beat myself up about it so much, but now thinking now I'm like I should have never like, compared myself to my older sister because at the end of the day she has like 8 years more experience than I do and she always will because
Yeah.
that's just how much older she is than me. I should have like thinking back on that now, I should have definitely told myself that when I was still in art school. That would have made my life a lot more like easier and less frustrating.
Yeah,
Art is hard.
it's so true. What next? What next?
Oh my god, it's looking so cute.
There we go. Okay. I'm so bad at layers. I don't even name these shits. I just don't care.
I never know how to use layers. Like genuinely. I just draw whatever wherever. I,
Yeah. I
I need
usually
to
just.
like
Mhm.
learn more like stuff on like how to organize my art.
Yeah, I probably should too. Because, like, as you can see, I just the default name, like, uh, named layers for stuff.
Yeah, but see how you're like you have like all the like different sketch layers. Like you got like the yellow lines and the green lines and the blue lines. I didn't even know that was a thing. I just, just drew everything with like a black pencil.
Yeah, my buddy taught me the colored sketch layer. It's
It's actually so helpful. That's wow.
yeah, it's one of the big advantages of like digital art. Besides, the undo
Mm.
button.
Yeah.
But
Dude, I couldn't believe myself yesterday. I was in class, and I have a subject that's like commercial calculations. Um, and to like do the calculations, you have to write down a lot. Like you have to scribble down a lot of things, and I hadn't like written anything like physically with a pen on paper in so long that I made a spelling mistake and I pressed Control Z on my fucking laptop that was next to me. And that was like such an eye opener for me that I've been so chronically online. I kind of just sat there and I was like, wow, I literally just pressed Control Z on my fucking keyboard while writing something down on paper.
damn.
It was so crazy. I couldn't believe myself. How has someone become that cooked?
Yeah, I
Even you were shocked.
no, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have some fun with shapes.
Fun with flags.
That's not what that angle should be at all. Damn it. Hmm.
Well, let's see who's in your chat. Ew. I don't have Brits here. He probably has a stream muted though. Stupid Brit. Stinky Brit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna spend like a decade on this. I can't do that.
Hmm.
We're just gonna fucking send it. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, that's fine for now. Wait.
Yippee. So, did you get any other DMs for this like little segment where you
Uh,
draw like the transitioning things?
Not yet, but I think my putting those little crayon doodles acted as a bit of advertising for it. I would hope.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people just haven't checked on that server as well.
Yeah, and then that's fine. It's not like anything's like happening on there.
True. It's a bit dead.
What can you do?
I feel like if you finish this one, or like, well, once you finish this stream and you like post a screenshot of this and say like, hey, this is what me and Nui did on stream today, I'm pretty sure people will be like, oh, I would like to do this as well.
Oh yeah,
Because
definitely.
this is really fun. It's a really fun idea.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Of course.
Okay. 50 probably should be good. Okay, and then front row. That doesn't seem right, but that's fine. Okay, and no, don't. Okay. Let me use the line tool here.
You know, a world opened for me when I realized you can use the lasso tool for like shading.
Dude, because this program Clip Studio Paint, it doesn't have a lasso fill tool, but oh my, I went out of my way to find the one that somebody had made, and I'm so happy I found it.
Yeah. Dude, when I figured that out, I was like, wow, this is actually so cool.
This
It
is
saves so much time.
this is new tech. Yeah, I have been a big fan of whoever put the lasso tool in the Clip Studio Paint resource store. It's not even remotely close to what I wanted. All right.
I thought Clip Studio did have it.
Maybe the new version. I got this version like I want to say like maybe 5 years ago, and I'm not gonna like keep paying for like the updated version.
Yeah, that's valid.
So
I think right now, because I use Clip Studio Paint sometimes. I think right now they have it they as like the normal like yeah lasso tool. There's just like a filling like a paint bucket fill option.
yeah, but
Oh, there's one program I forgot what it's called. I used to use this like like 10, 15 years ago. Is it GIMP? Yeah, it was GIMP. Dude, that shit was so goated.
that's a
Real ones remembered using GIMP for art.
okay. There we go. You love being able to just abuse the shape tool.
Real.
And we give it a funny outline. Perfect.
I feel like this is gonna take you ages, is it not?
Well,
You're working hard.
nah, you know, it's. I work surprisingly quick, apparently.
You do. I mean, we've only been doing this for half an hour. You're already like pretty far.
Yeah. I don't know how I always manage to get done with stuff so quickly, but I am not complaining about that.
That's like a talent in itself.
I lost my reference photo of a syringe. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. We just need. Put in this sort of deal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hate that. Alright, looking good. Now we need to get rid of all the stuff that's on conflicting layers. Okay. This can definitely
Oh,
go.
just a little helpful tip. Whenever I get art commissioned with like a syringe, the the fluid inside the syringe is usually the same color as like the kind of like blood splatters on my uniform.
Yeah, okay.
Makes it easy. You don't have to like come up with the whole shade yourself.
Sure. I was probably gonna do like green or purple, but no, that's good.
You can do whatever you want, honestly.
But yeah, no, it's this will probably be opaque. Then we can get rid of that bit. And this guy. Great. And last little bit. I realized I didn't ask you what you wanted your facial expression to be, but you haven't said anything.
Honestly,
so.
this is good. I really like this.
Great. So I think that's everything for the main focus bit here. Okay. Alright. Then we can get on to doing some quick bits of coloring, and then I think you said you needed to go after like an hour or two, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, we can. Is that the right?
It's 1:40 a.m. for me.
Ugh.
So I just have to like not be on on my PC for too long because I tend to like lose track of time and get loud.
Mm.
And I have a lot of people living in my house, so I don't want to piss them off.
Ah, yeah, of course. Mm. Ooh. Eh. So, is there any other like collabs or anything that you'd want to do in the future?
It's a good question. I've been wanting to collab more in general because I haven't had a collab while I'm actually streaming myself in a while. It's been a long time.
Mm.
I guess one thing I really want to do is like have like a designated like gaming buddy for like just like a game. I don't necessarily have a game in mind, but someone to like progress through a game with, right?
Mm. Yeah.
It could be like anything, just like it could be like a story based game or just like a competitive like game like Overwatch or something.
I mean, like, if you ever
But
need someone to play Marvel Rivals with, I'm.
hell no, absolutely not.
Oof.
I hate Marvel Rivals. I'm so like I played like probably like 3 or 4 games of it. I didn't understand anything. I was so overwhelmed. I was like, hell nah, this shit is too hard.
Damn.
Like, respectfully.
No, I get it.
See, I think it's mostly because I've been playing Overwatch, like, ever since it came out. So, like, having to transition to a game that's very similar, but also not at all.
Yeah.
Like, in the way, like, the whole, like, the whole GUI is, where
Mm-hmm.
everything's located. I was so confused. Like, every time I died, I didn't really realize that I died because I was, like, so used to, like, looking at the bottom left of my screen to see my health, and then I believe in Marvel Rivals, it's just, like, the bottom middle of your screen.
Yeah.
And I was so confused. I was like, did I just die? Like, it was a very confusing game for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I
Yeah, I
need
was
to,
never a big Overwatch guy, so that's probably why I was able to just like slip right into
yeah, I
that.
honestly think Marvel Rivals is easier if you're not used to Overwatch. I think it's, but most of the people that play Overwatch have played Overwatch for years, so it's like pretty hard to get used to Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Because I went into Marvel Rivals thinking like, oh, it's gonna be just like Overwatch, so it's gonna be very easy for me since I'm pretty decent at Overwatch. But it was so hard for me. I was like shocked. I need to like come up with more ideas for collabs because I always really enjoy collabing, but I never know what to like actually do.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I know for when I made my collab sheet, I had very I noticed I had not a whole lot of like multiplayer games that I was like, oh man, I really would want to play this because like
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just I kind of just like play like JRPGs and sometimes like the occasional like co-op multiplayer game.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. I know a lot of people do actually prefer streaming solo or just like playing a game solo. I'm like
Mm.
the exact opposite. I don't like single player games at all. I think it's mostly because I get bored on my own very easily.
Mm.
I could literally play anything solo and I'll just be like, eh.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see what
You're just like fucking speeding through this. You're so fast with it. Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know why doing things quickly has always been my bag, but
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what.
Yeah, that could not be me.
No, I'm still too big. God, if I had a nickel, am I right? It's so dumb. I'm sorry.
You're good.
The screen. That.
I'm just having the time of my life, like just like watching you do the art.
I'm glad you're not bored watching this, so that's
No, not at
good.
all. I always like I always wonder if people find my character fun to draw.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cause I've commissioned a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say a lot. I've commissioned quite a few people, or just people that made art of me randomly. And they always said like, "Oh, I like drawing your design," but then whenever I tried drawing my own design, I was like, "This shit is hell. I hate it."
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way about mine.
Mm.
Even though I was the one who like designed it, I
Mm.
I'm still like, why did I do this? Why did I make my stupid horns have like a weird lava lamp effect to them? I don't understand. To this.
I always wonder what it's like to be like a very good artist, especially if you have like the VTuber anime style. I wonder what it's like drawing your own design or like coming up with your own design.
Yeah, true.
Cause like I feel like if I was very good at it, I would like constantly be making new things for myself.
Mm.
But I know that's probably not the case for a lot of artists at all. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of VTubers who are like known for being artists primarily. Because I know Raura. She is an artist, and she always seems to like draw other people, but she does draw herself like kind of often.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I know I mostly draw myself when like I have like nothing better to draw.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like if I were to have drawn my own character design and I was like actually good at it, I feel like I'd always like want to improve certain things or like change my mind about the design.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this on another layer. Okay. So, kind of like a heart sort of rib cage thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, good luck with that. I tried drawing that before. I, I had a hard time.
I think I just simplified it. It might not be bad. Something like this. He said with a question mark.
I think that looks good.
Yeah, it's a very simple version of what.
Yeah, that looks fine.
Wait, hold on. This bit isn't the apron part.
I honestly would have never even noticed that.
Yeah. Um, I've been trying to be better about like not looking at my drawings like too closely because I just notice everything that's wrong with them, but
Mm.
sometimes it helps, like in that case. Yeah. And then let's get this. Still, it's pretty cool that you got this off of like from an adoptable thing.
Yeah, still really surprised. It was so, like, it was such a small artist as well. It had like 30 followers, maybe even less. And it was like one of the first posts they made on their account. And it literally, I don't know how it showed up on my Twitter, but it was just sort of there, even though it like didn't have any like retweets or likes or whatever. And I was like, holy shit, this is like so perfect. This is yeah. I DM'd the artist and I was like, I'll literally give you like anything, like please, I need this to be mine. And the artist turned out to be like super sweet. They made a lot of different art for me, and yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, it's great. I've only gotten.
They made the ref sheet as well.
Yeah, I've only ever gotten an adoptable one time, and yeah, I've been trying desperately to like come up with something to use that character for, but I just I'm sure I'll find something.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll do like a whole rebrand or something, and you can use like a different character. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I know that. I've come up with like an idea or two for like a comic that I could use them in and stuff like that. But nothing
Dude,
like
I always think about how fun it would be if like VTubers had like their own mangas. I think that would be so fun. Like everyone has like their own like lore or something, and they make it into like a manga. That would be so nice.
Yeah, I think that would be. I kind of like the whatchamacallit, the like Shia LaBeouf's like trading card thing that she's doing or has done.
I really like that. I have one of them on my desk. It was free.
Nice. Let's get some darker. Something like this. Yeah, okay.
I'm still like so shocked. You've managed to get this far in like less than an hour.
Yeah, I told you it's my
This is your talent.
Yeah. I may not be like, the best artist on the block, but I'll get stuff done in
No,
record
this
time.
looks great. You know what the craziest thing, like I'm so shocked about this. But my artist made my design and like the ref sheet and everything she made for me, including my like profile picture right now.
Mm-hmm.
She made that all on her phone, well, on their phone with just their finger.
God damn.
I am so like when they told me that, I like didn't believe. I thought they were kidding. And then they sent me a picture of them like actually working on it. I was so shocked. I could not believe it.
Yeah, wow, that's like. I can't even like do drawing with like a mouse. I can't even imagine like just using your finger.
Right. The question you asked earlier, like if Jeff Bezos gave me the Amazon credit card, I would get my artist like an iPad Pro and like just like drawing supplies. Cause like holy shit.
Yeah, like, what are they? making with like that kind of funding. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, like imagine you're already that good on your phone. Like imagine the art you would make if you had like a bigger screen and like an actual pen to hold.
I feel so in regards to like the person who made my model, I feel a little bit bad that I didn't like ask for like more when I got this model commissioned because like I love it and they're like a really talented artist and stuff. I just feel like when I asked them about doing something in the future, like their queue there's like is full up, and which you know deservedly so. But uh, yeah, if I want like a new outfit or something like that, it's gonna be a while, and I might have missed the boat for a bit.
Yeah. Although I do know a lot of artists or like VTuber models, they do like oftentimes you'll see them like prioritize commissions from people they've already worked with.
Mm.
Like, I see that on VGen all the time. I'm always scrolling through VGen, looking at like models, like or model art or rigging, and they always put like a little thingy being like, you know, like VTuber children get priority, stuff like
Mm.
that. But it depends on the artist, obviously.
Sure. Yeah, I kind of get it. Because like you already know they're a client that'll come through and actually pay you and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like, you know, like obviously you're gonna like want to get paid for any commission, but with people you've already worked on a commission for, you know you'll get the money.
Yeah.
Like you know you'll be guaranteed like the income.
Yeah, I think all I need to do now is just the hair highlights and maybe some a bit more rendering on the skin, but yeah.
It looks so good. I'm so happy.
Blue. Too much blue. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I want to go like. I guess that's fine.
I'm vibing to your music right now.
Thank you.
The fucking the toothless dancing music. Amazing.
I'm trying to put together like a more robust playlist for when I'm streaming because this one is
You
still
can
only
just play
like
whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll sit on stream and I'll just be blasting Pitbull music.
I usually try and like stay away from stuff that has like words in it, just so I can, if I have anything to say, I can usually just like say it.
Mm.
But I know. Who am I thinking of? Oh yeah, Buff Pup. She like plays. I think just like metal music on her streams all the time, and
Mhm.
I think that's pretty cool. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I just usually play my regular playlists
mm,
just so I have like something to sing along to when I play games because I like play a lot of games like I said before, like Overwatch and stuff. So I'm whenever I do that, I'm just kind of vibing.
yeah, true. Like when like a lot of games, I'll just like turn the music off for and just like listen to my own stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Uh, I know, I know whenever I play Monster Hunter on stream, I have to go back into the settings and turn the music back on because I'm like don't usually listen
I've
to.
been wanting to play Monster Hunters while so bad.
Oh, you should. If your computer can handle it, I would absolutely recommend it.
Oh yeah, and my PC is very beefy, but it's so expensive. It's like $70 or $80.
Yeah,
Whenever a game costs like more than like $20, my brain's like, oh, that's so expensive. Never spent that. But then I have no problem spending like $200 on a gacha game. I don't know why my brain works like this.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, Monster Hunters is really high on my list.
If I definitely recommend it. So if that's any,
Mm. It's co-op, right?
yeah,
I think it would be fun to stream with someone as well. But I have to save. Maybe in like a month or two.
mm,
I'm tired.
yeah, it's late.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
How long will do the highlight for this? Just El Clasico. Oh, damn it. So what other streams are you doing for the rest of the week?
Um, That's a good question. What am I doing again? Oh, I'm playing Poppy Playtime 2 on Friday. Which I've been promising to do for like the past month and a half, but I'm always too scared, so I end up like canceling it. um, and then I don't know what I'm doing the rest of the week, honestly. I've I've just kind of been doing whatever I feel like in that exact moment.
Mm,
It's been a lot of Wuthering Waves. I don't know. I have like these periods of time where I'm like I don't feel like playing anything, but I am always at my PC, so I just kind of sit and yap.
right.
That's usually all I do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of respect that. For some reason, I need to have something happening. Otherwise, I can't just like sit and talk.
Well, I usually I'm like very big on multitasking, so if I'm sitting on stream and yapping, I'm at the same time like on my phone or doing something else.
Mm.
I need to like. I want to stream something interesting this week. I just need to figure out what. I ordered a capture card today, so I'm hoping to stream some like Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, I've been wanting to for so long, and a capture card isn't even that expensive. I don't know why I've been putting it off for so long. So I ordered one today. It should come in Friday. Maybe I'll play like some Mario Kart or something.
Hmm.
Or Animal Crossing. What are your plans for the rest of the week?
Hmm. For Thursday and Friday, it kind of depends on what my work schedule is because I have the super fun job of where the workday is done when the work is done.
Oh,
Yeah.
rest in peace.
So if I can get out like early enough tomorrow or Friday, I might try and play some more Disgaea 2 with the homie, but
The Bruz.
yeah. But if not, I'll definitely try and get something done on Sunday because Saturdays are for the boys.
Mm-hmm. So real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer streaming on weekdays because I like spending time with my friends on the weekend. So I try to plan most of my streams like during the week,
Mm. Yeah.
during like business days. But I'm a full-time college student, so I usually don't have that much time.
Yeah. That real.
Struggles.
I could just type these numbers out, but I'm not gonna do that. There we go. Who needs typing? I don't.
um, I'm just glad you have good handwriting. I I have such shit handwriting.
Yeah, when I like try to have good handwriting, I can do it, but
Oh, I can't. I'm so bad at it. I don't know why. I feel like in every language that I write in, all of them also look different. It's really weird.
hmm,
I think it has to do with like the way letters are connected.
yeah, it's possible. Also, maybe you were like taught to write the letters differently.
I think so. When it's really weird here in elementary school when they first teach you to write, they want you to write in like cursive
Mm.
and like you have to write in cursive and then you go to the next grade and then they teach you to not write in cursive and then year after that they teach you to write in cursive again. And I think from what I've been told they do it so that like you can read cursive, like you get used to reading cursive since a lot of people just write that way.
Yeah,
But
sure.
it's so dumb.
Mm.
It like I feel like it completely fucked up the way I write things cuz I'll like mix in like normal like letters with cursive letters. It's so annoying.
Mm. Yeah, I know in my school we just gave up on that after like fourth grade.
Mm.
They kind of took a look at things and they're like, these kids ain't gonna fucking learn use cursive anymore. So
Yeah, but like why would you? It's so stupid.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense. We know how to we
Yeah.
knew how to write our signatures and then that's it.
Oh, I've never been taught to do a signature. I don't even have one, honestly. Whenever I have to sign something, I just write my name and I put like I like cross it out. I don't have a signature. Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm gonna do the shading a different time, but I think I'm happy
Mm-hmm.
where I'm leaving this
Yeah,
here.
this looks great.
Yeah.
So happy.
Well, thank you very much for joining me on this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this was very, very fun.
It was. I really like it. I'm
And
so happy.
let's save that. Yeah, I think I'm good with ending stream at 2 hours. Oh,
Can I
oh,
take a screenshot of this?
of course.
My god, it looks so cool. Thank you. I'm really happy.
Mm. Yeah, I'll probably get to doing the shading on this sometime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, just do it whenever you feel like it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end stream now. I don't have a fun
Yeah.
little exit line like
Well,
I see some people have, so I'm just gonna.
mine is very questionable.
Oh.
I always start yapping and I tell my chat like, uh, don't smoke cigarettes, don't do drugs, stay in schools, tell your mom you love her, and don't get pregnant.
And that's pretty good.
And then I just end stream.
Yeah, I kind of just like say